wait for my... Okay, we're live. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Deanne Shield Maiden Tarot. I'm Deanne, and today I have with me Mel Dorr, the Aloha Psychic.
Without an Aloha shirt.
You don't have your Aloha shirt. That's right. But he usually has an Aloha shirt on. And I have the beautiful, wonderful Linda. I am so excited to see you because I think the last show we did together was on my 60th birthday when when we were waiting for the first woman president. And yeah, that didn't turn out too good. But, we're still here. We know who really won. But I'm really excited to have these guys on here. And I have some questions, and you guys might have already answered them, but we'll just see. If you just let me know what you got. And Mel, Linda, if there's something you want to read on, just let me know.
Can I just step away 1 second? 1 second. I need to grab a Tums.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get that too sometimes. So, Mel, I just wanted to know how to give people while we're waiting your email and how they can reach you and all that.
The best way to reach me is to call my office at 847-590-5411. Again, 847-590-5411. You can email me, Mel, M-E-L, at Meldorr, MELDOERR.com, or go to my website, www.meldorr.com. So,
okay, and you still do readings, correct?
Yep, I certainly do.
All right. Okay, so the first question, I'll just kind of go to the questions, and I'll go to you, Linda, first, because ladies first. And
well, then you got to go to me first.
Thanks for calling me a lady.
She hasn't been called that in a long time.
I'm not used to that.
So this is a question we all have seen about the Epstein files coming out, and there's a bunch of just unbelievable stuff just in the little bit that they've had come out that has been out. And they have showed names they shouldn't have shown and covered up names they shouldn't have covered up, but even what they didn't cover up is very damning. So I want to know, Linda, what do you feel like there's going to be any accountability over this, that people will go to jail or anything?
Hi, Dan. Hi, Lisa. Yeah, there will be accountability, but it's not happening right away.
Oh, it went live. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was going to go live. We were going to tape it. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. So how do you feel about that? Do you feel that
I feel that there's a lot of, did you see how hard they're hitting up the UK? Did you see how they're putting charges on certain people, taking away their titles? Not just Andrew, other people.
Oh, really?
Did you hear about what happened in France? They raided Musk's office.
Oh, I love it.
No. They raided Musk's office?
Yeah, because of this, or was it something else?
It was about, the whole Epstein thing and all kinds of stuff. And I don't want to say it on YouTube, but about some website he's got for AI and the stuff they were posting. The laws are different in France. So he's going to be in deep.
He's also in trouble for interfering with. Thank you, Chris. He's also in trouble for interfering with voting.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Oh, they have found out about that, huh? That he was involved in that. Because I always thought
in France.
In France.
Yes.
Oh my God. So do you feel in the States here, other people? I mean, do you feel like Cheeto or any of his staff or
all this is going to be, there's so much stuff. And can you believe some of the names that are coming out? I'm very surprised. I think the Clintons will screw them over. when they try to do this hearing. I think Bill feels comfortable in his own shoes. I don't think he was involved. No one said he was involved. They said they saw him at some places. You know, let me tell you, and I've told a lot of people this, my uncle was an executive producer, which is executive producer, especially with television. He did Hidden Camera or Handy Camera, shows like that. They're the ones that get the talent on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So he had a Rolodex that was full of every single famous person you could know and their phone number. That didn't mean he knew all those people personally, but he kept a record of everybody. That's what this guy was doing. He wanted to have the information on everybody. And since he would work with Israel and the Mossad or whatever they call them, and they like to have information to, blackmail them, he had the Rolodex. He kept including the Clintons. And Clinton let him fly him to, Clinton was probably impressed with the money. You know how he is.
Yes.
Ooh, shiny thing. And he let Clinton, he took him places and did things, but.
Yeah, and Clinton said,
he's not into babies.
No, and he said, bring him out. If you're going to take me down, you're all going down, unredact them, he said. And I think him and Hillary are going to testify.
Yes, and they'll probably say names.
Well, here's the deal. My light bulb just went on. So let's say the Clintons testify, and let's say Bill says, yeah, I knew him, but nothing happened, blah, blah, blah. Well, in order to prove that, I'm not saying Clinton will lie, but if they try to say he lied, that means they'll have to release more Epstein files, won't they? Yeah. Because if they're going to try to go after him for that, so they're going to have to come up with evidence. So they need to be really careful with this. And I think they're going to realize that they have bitten off a doo-doo sandwich. And I hope they like the way it tastes. Not the Clintons, but Congress. They're just doing it as a diversion. They're just doing it to divert things away from Cittadini. It won't work.
Yes. And I agree with you, Linda. I think that there's going to be names named. He's not going to go down and not tell who else, was involved in that.
Well, but what do you mean he's not going to go down?
Well, he's not going to have to testify about what he did is what I mean. But
do you know for sure he did something?
No, I don't.
Agree to take those flights with Epstein to South Africa and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know that he did anything I don't feel he did anything.
It's almost like, well, yeah, he's if he's guilty, the rest are guilty. Maybe I'm telling you, I have a hard time digesting it. Mm-hmm. But someone said, well, if he was complicit and knew what this guy was doing, because he probably presented him like, would you like a young thing or did something? And I imagine Clinton said, oh, no.
Yeah, I think they're trying to take him down. They're trying to make him look like he was guilty.
In the meantime, do you see anybody under arrest?
No, that's the thing. You would think there would be arrests with all this going on. If it was anybody else.
As far as Bill Clinton being complicit, I saw that comment. And I'd like to comment on that. It's a good observation, but that would be like, Deanne, if you said to me, Mel, I robbed a bank, but I didn't see you do it. And you told me that. So I went to them and said, well, Deanne told me she robbed a bank. That doesn't make me complicit because you told me.
Right.
Nor will they be able to use that against you because it's hearsay. Yeah. I didn't see you do it.
She could say, I never told you that. Yeah.
So exactly. So, you got to use that word complicit very carefully because that implies that they actually had something to do with it, that they were involved.
Or they knew what was going on for fact.
Exactly.
But I might know that Deanne robbed the bank, but here again, it doesn't make me complicit.
Right.
Complicit means you were an active participant in it.
Right, but they need to have some investigations of some of those people.
It'll be very, because with Kash Patel right now, ain't nothing going to happen until he's gone. But I still think the French raiding Elon Musk office is going to reveal a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking for it. And listen, you guys, a lot of stuff is coming out.
Oh, big time.
A lot of stuff is coming out. And I think Netanyahu's I've been feeling Putin and Netanyahu both getting ready to go down. And, you know, Putin's over there talking about how ugly America is because it's involved with child pornography. So is Russia.
Yes.
Russia provided a lot of those. That's where Bill Gates got his STD, was from a couple of young Russian girls.
Yep.
The whole thing is misinformation. You know, Putin is saying America does this, just like every day of our lives, just like Kristi Noem with Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they were going to attack. They were flourishing a weapon. They were going to do this. We saw it with our own eyes. So they're disseminating misinformation to divert attention away from what they're doing.
Yeah.
And so
remember, Linda, when you said the rats were all going to be jumping ship, and he's like a cornered rat, and I feel everybody's going to turn on each other. Everybody's going to point fingers at each other. You know, I think you're right. A lot of stuff is going to come out. I was going to ask you, do you feel that Trump keeps talking about, there was something he said on a hot mic. He was saying it about Marjorie Taylor Greene. He says, I don't care what she says. Start a war if you have to. If they come out, everybody's going down. Do either of you believe that will happen? That
who comes out?
If the Epstein files come out, he did not want them to come out. And he had a hot mic said, start a war if you have to. If I go down, everybody's going down. Cheeto.
Oh my God, I haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah, I heard it from his mouth. I heard the video, the tape of it, him saying that.
Well, look at what he's doing already. The whole thing with, you know, I'm going to take Iceland. I'm going to send things to Iraq. It's all wag the dog. In other words, if I don't get the Nobel Peace Prize, I'm a president of peace, then I won't be peaceful. You know, if I don't get what I want, I'm going to start a war. He's already trying, but it will blow up in his face.
He's such a poopy pants baby.
I heard his original name when he was born was Dump, not Trump. It was Dump. They changed it to Trump. I think the first one fits him better.
I think it was Rump, actually. Rump.
Well, Trump said that the Republicans should take over voting in at least as many as 15 places, and that the party should nationalize
I want
voting.
you guys to take a deep breath. I don't want you to even go there. And I see the media grabbing that because, something to make people afraid. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I could be wrong. Yes, I could be wrong, but I can pretty much, there's certain things I get a feeling on, and there's certain things that I know. And I know he will not be able to accomplish that.
You know,
I feel even alive.
It's saber rattling. You know, I'm going to nationalize voting. The Republican Party should blah, blah, blah.
No, he wants to do this. It's not saber rattling.
Of course he does. But it's going to go about as far as a snowball in Hades.
Yeah. Well, it's constitutionally totally illegal. He can't do it.
Bingo. That's the whole thing. But, you know, he always tells you what he's going to try to do before he does it. So...
but people are like, oh my God, he's going to still. No, he's not going to be able. I'm telling you, I saw the Congress and the Senate turning blue, crystal blue. It's going to look at, they just took a seat from Texas that was unheard of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody just gave $50, by the way.
Oh, they did. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much. I've seen that I think I've seen something red come on here. There it is. There it is. Chantel Dunn, 4125. Thank you so much. Said, keep up the good work and telling the truth. Elbows up. Thank you so much. And, you know, I think that they're going to win so bad. I mean, it's going to be so big in the midterms that there is no way of cheating, because it's not like
people will be shocked that they lost their seat. People like Susan Collins and stuff, they're going to be shocked.
Yeah, and a lot of the Republicans, aren't they retiring too?
My God. Water Lily just said Bannon is out here saying ICE is going to guard election polls. ICE won't be around by November. Something big. Trump could be dead by then.
Yeah, they just want to scare people, you know?
I saw that comment by Water Lily. I'm like, no. If that went to the court, the Supreme Court even would say you cannot intimidate people at the polls. You
No,
cannot get within X amount of feet of the polls. He might try to put ICE people around to arrest, but I see the court stepping in saying they cannot be near the polls.
and let me tell you something else. Remember when they said you can't give anybody water or anything while they're standing in the line?
Yes, that's right.
Texas, I think, and that got knocked down.
Yes.
Let's
You know,
see.
it's funny. They're going to try with these voter polls and everything, the ones they took illegally from Georgia. Court's going to say they have to give those back.
They have to give those back. I heard it as clear as day.
Right. So
Mayor Costco said, let the people believe Trump will interfere with the midterms. That way people will get out and vote.
Yes, that's true. That's a very good point.
they're going to
And
vote.
Bannon, by the way, Bannon is in huge doo-doo. He's going down.
They're gonna vote in droves. It's going to be record turnouts. So
Yes, Janice, that makes total sense.
Yeah, she says, I personally think that the Clintons' association with Epstein was real estate. Epstein was
That's the one thing about them, the Clintons. You know, they're poor. They're Arkansas poor, so they like a little money in the side. They don't mind having their pomps, but I don't think porn was their thing. But let me tell you something. The elephant in the room. Everybody on here is asking about it. What about Savannah Guthrie, her mother?
oh yeah.
I'm going to tell you real quick out loud my first hit the day I heard about it, because I don't really know who Savannah Guthrie is. But her mom was missing. The first thing I felt was the mom is not around anymore. And the second thing I felt, it was an inside job, someone who knows her. Now they're saying that they think the son-in-law was involved. But we'll see.
I didn't hear about this. What happened with Savannah?
Savannah's mother went missing out of her Arizona home. Someone 84 years old. And they said, the police said it looks like it was, you know, bad news by the way, and she didn't take her purse, her cell phone, nothing. And her cell phone is connected to her heart thing. You know, she has one of those, what do you call those?
A pacemaker? No.
And it went off like a day or so ago. And they said if she didn't have her medicine, she might not live. And it's been almost going on a week. She's gone on. I felt her body's laying in some sort of deserty place. I don't know where, but I felt it.
Well, they have been dropping, so I've heard, people off, you know, when they let them go, some of them dropping them off in the ice cold, you know, without a coat, without, you know, some of them clothes. They grabbed a man out of the shower, an 80-year-old man.
I don't think whoever did it dropped her off. I think whoever did it, I agree with Linda. I'm not feeling a life force. I will pray I'm wrong. But I don't think they just dropped her off in the cold. I think that that before she was dropped off, she was already not alive. That's what I pick up. I could be wrong, and I pray.
I think you're right. And the other thing is, I think Savannah Guthrie, in her communication to the police and the FBI, said she had a bad feeling about whoever this guy is. You could look into that. That's what I'm hearing. She has a sense that he might have been involved.
What I'm picking up is the person of question that the police are looking at is the perpetrator. That's what I pick up.
Well, her name was Savannah Guthrie. Let's see what my pendulum says. Is
No,
Savannah?
her name's not Savannah Guthrie. That's that. She's on Good Morning America or one of those shows. Savannah Guthrie. You guys, who is she on? But I don't know the mom's name.
Oh, by the way, we've got somebody watching us from Lexington, Kentucky. My great niece lives in Lexington. Hello. Hope y'all are staying warm down there.
She's on the Today Show, and her name is Nancy Guthrie.
Okay. Is Nancy, and so she was the one kidnapped, right? So is Nancy Guthrie still, is she still alive? I'm getting no with the pendulum.
Okay.
I hope it's wrong too. But with everything that's going on with ICE, one of the questions that one of the subscribers had, Sharon Yates, she said, will the ICE agents get arrested for their misconduct with all the stuff that they've done, like for...
Oh, God, yeah. They're going to go back. They're going to go back and they're going to do charges on all those people that hurt and lied and broke windows and all those people. And those two guys that they've already identified as the ones who shot that man.
Mhm.
They're all going on first-degree murder charge. Not first-degree.
What I see happening is that I think whoever comes in after Trump, not Cheeto, not Maybelline Queen, but my feeling is that the president that takes the office once the MAGAs are gone is going to say, okay, what we're going to do with these ICE people, we are immediately defunding a lot of these ICE things. We are closing these detention centers. We are going to make reparations for the people who were injured by ICE and the perpetrators that did this in Minnesota to Good and to Alec Pretty, that I think they're going to have the state, they're going to work along with the state and the FBI for real to prosecute those people that did those heinous crimes to Pretty and to Good. And the reason they'll kick it back to the state is because the state will find them guilty of homicide. That means if any time another president comes in and wants to pardon them, he or she cannot, because it was handled by the state.
Yeah,
That's what
that's good. That's good to know, because they're saying they're hiding the evidence. What's out there? It's all over the internet. We've all seen the videos.
Also, the people that hid the evidence, like Kristi Noem and all of that, they're going to go up for obstruction of justice bigly.
Yeah, good.
Bigly.
Poor Savannah was supposed to, I think she was supposed to be at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, we know what it's going to be, right?
And somebody heard her scream. I think they said at 3, a neighbor heard a horrible scream at 3:00 in the morning.
Wow.
So if this guy could even have hired someone to go and take her out or remove her from the house.
I guess the bigger question is, what would the motive be?
Something to do with money, something to do with the estate.
Right.
Yeah, so you're supposed to be at the Olympics.
Yeah.
You have a new member, Carol Pack, member for 9 months. Hi, Carol. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Old Turtleneck is in the hospital.
Oh, really?
I wish it was Poopy Pants.
Who's in the hospital? Oh. I'm sorry.
McConnell.
Oh, the turtle.
That's not surprising. Those 2 times where he just totally spaced out like you.
Yeah, he's getting. I don't know how old he is, but he looks ancient on camera.
You know what just hit me?
What?
That his seat in Senate seat in Kentucky is going to become vacant very, very soon.
Ooh, cool.
When they said he was in the hospital, whenever I see these 3 things I'm about to describe together, it means crossing over is very soon.
Okay.
When you walk in a funeral home, that smell you get, I got that smell. I saw a hand going like this, and I saw a coffin. And whenever those 3 things together come to me, it means death is very soon.
Okay.
I don't wish him harm, but I'm telling you, he's not long for this earth plane at all. If he even goes through this hospitalization,
even if he got a regular flu that we all get, because of how bad he is, he could not make it.
That's right.
Yeah.
I see him crossing over very soon, and I'm seeing the headline saying that Mitch McConnell has crossed over. I don't wish him harm.
No.
But I see that seat in Kentucky becoming vacant.
Yeah, I agree, Mel, and I don't wish him harm either. And take this with a grain of salt, but I use my pendulum board, and I'm getting about late spring, early summer, for him. So I don't feel he's going to be here that long either. He's not in good health, and neither is Dump.
By the by, let's just throw this out there. If he crosses sooner than later, Will a Democrat take his thing, or is that Kentucky one too red?
I don't know how that works in Kentucky. I don't know if they have to appoint the seat to the person, to the party that had it, or if they have to special election. But ultimately, I do see his seat going Democratic. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Loving Vibrations is in the house. I see Lisa Foster and Luci DeLisi. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, I got the Five of Wands, and I got that there's going to be a lot of arguing and conflict and bickering about that seat. So it's I'm not sure about that, but I have a question from Sharon Yates. She said, "Hi, Deanne. I just want to know, when is this nightmare with Trump and his administration going to end? Every single day is new craziness." Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for that. That's so sweet of you. Appreciate it. So I'm not feeling Trump as long for this world. I don't feel him. I mean, he looks terrible. He sounds terrible. How do you feel, Linda?
About what?
Somebody wants to know. Sharon want to know. I want to know when this nightmare with Trump and his administration is going to end. Every single day is new crazy.
We can't tell you when. We can tell you he's going to go, but we can't tell you when.
And do you see the entire regime removed in 2026? Kimberly wanted to know.
For the House, yes, definitely.
The House, yes. If Mike Johnson even makes it till midterms, I still see a petition being circulated.
Lisa Foster just wrote me and said that in Kentucky, they just changed the law that a Republican, that the governor has to put in a Republican. If a Republican dies, they have to put in. When is his seat up for? But then he can be replaced by a Democrat.
That's what I see. Ultimately, a Democrat taking that seat. But if he passes away, Governor Beshear, who's a Democrat, or Beshear, I think, who's an excellent governor, I think would put in a Republican who would not be MAGA and who would be more of a middle of the road Republican that wouldn't stand up for a lot of the crap that's going on in the Republican Party and in the Trump regime. So that's how I see it.
So he may pick, since he's a Dem, he could pick a very moderate, very down-to-earth Republican.
That's what I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got that there would be some arguing about it. The pendulum is saying, no, it won't be a Democrat, but maybe, like you said, when it's reelected, it will be. Now, there's Chris said, glad to see Mel looking so healthy, and it appears he even gained some weight after his illness a few months ago. So everybody's glad you're healthy.
I lost 30 pounds, but then I gained 15 back. Now I got to start watching it again.
See, I'd get real hurt if someone said that to me. Oh, Linda, you look like you gained some weight back. I'd be, bitch.
Right. Me too.
Who you calling fat?
Oh, this is a good one. Thomas Vassar wants to know, it says, hello, Deanne. With all that's going on in this world of yours, do you see the terrible Nephia virus in India getting into the United States?
Yes, I do.
I see it isolated, though. I don't see Armageddon with it.
You know, I've read some people who work for the CDC. I can't mention any names. And the CDC has lost a lot of good people because of RFK, who's the head of it, you know, the snake oil salesman. And they sent me a bunch of bracelets, and it says, I didn't put it on today, but it says CDC strong. So they're going through a lot of reorg, and they're being told not to investigate certain things like the measles outbreak. They're not doing anything about it. I see the virus here, as Linda says, I don't see an Armageddon, but here again, once Cittadini is gone, I see a prestigious physician, research scientist physician who will head up the CDC. Good. And it will be once again restored to the prestige it used to have. So
somebody needs to put RFK in a room with the virus,
right? Since he says we don't need the vaccinations, let him go in there into the detention camps.
Well, somebody said a worm was in his brain, and I said that's impossible because the worm starved.
Mimi, I just wanted to put you up there just to say thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, it's crazy that didn't they get rid of a lot of people in the World Health Organization and
the Center for Disease Control.
Center for Disease. I got that mixed up. Sharon Yates wants to know, what does Kristi Noem's future and career look like in 1 year? She's a hot mess, in my opinion, she said. What do you guys feel about Kristi Noem?
I'm sorry, say again.
Sharon Yates, she asked, what does Kristi Noem's future career look like in 1 year? She's a hot mess, in my opinion.
Fail.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be very good either. And Debbie, go ahead, Mel.
No, Kristi Noem, here's what I see. I put that up there on my own.
Well, anybody that would shoot a puppy in the face.
Oh my God, and then bragged about it in the book.
I know.
I mean,
she's a horrible person.
Can I just read this?
Yeah, whatever one you want.
Chuck Hepner is quoting Molly. Is it Molly Evans or Ivans? It says, the Republican Party is not screwing the American people. The large corporations that bought and known the Republican Party are.
That's true.
Bingo. Molly Ivans. I do see legislation being passed in the future once this regime is gone to say that these large corporations can no longer buy politicians. And there will be accountability. So
Francis said Spain is going after Elon too. Yeah.
Ooh, my light bulb just went on. You know what?
I wanted to show you guys this.
Ooh. Wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
I got this from a viewer. Her name is Alice. She lives in North Dakota.
Wow.
She's part Native. I think her husband's part Native. And she says, I bring her peace.
Oh.
That is
my light bulb just went on. That's beautiful, Linda. With Spain going after EM, my light bulb just went on, and my guides show me that at least 3 other countries or more will be going after him as well.
Ooh.
Remember,
when you just said that, I heard Canada was one of them.
There you go. Remember, we had predicted, Linda, a long time ago that a big part of Elon Musk's fortune, if not all, would be lost.
Yes.
And this is the beginning of his end.
So true.
So shall we go out and dance?
And Trump said a weird Truth Social link on him. He said, if we took all those government, what does he have? He has government, he applies for this money from the government to do
a grant.
Grants?
Yeah. If we took those government grants back from Elon Musk, what would he have?
Not much.
And he said maybe he should move back to South Africa.
Well, we'd also said that Trump would throw him under the bus in a heartbeat, and we see what's going on.
Anybody he'll throw under the bus. I think he'd throw his own children under the bus.
Yeah.
I see Elon Musk losing all those satellite contracts like Starlink and all that stuff. And I see countries in the European Union putting their own satellites up, the European Union banding together and putting up their own satellites that'll give internet, high-speed internet and all that stuff. So this is the beginning of Elon Musk's downfall, big time.
Yeah. And also he's losing again in the stock market. It's dropping.
That's right. That's right.
I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but it's Debbie9542 asks, hi, Deanne, could you read on the upcoming Supreme Court of Wisconsin election scheduled for April 7th, 2026? The candidates are Chris Taylor, that's a Democrat, and Maria Lazar, she's a Republican. Says both women there have had little press about either one, which has me worried. The only commercials have been for the Republican, Lazar. Do you guys feel Taylor's going to win in Wisconsin?
I see another Democrat on the Supreme Court.
It's a Democrat, I feel, yes.
Let's see what the Democrat. I'm getting yes as well. What is this? Oh, Bill Gates, this is from Sharon Yates also, says Bill Gates has been mentioned in the Epstein files, something about getting a, you know what, transmitted situation, allegedly. Will Bill's reputation suffer enough to cause a decrease in his financial situation? Bill
Yes,
Gates?
absolutely, yes.
Yeah, I feel so too. Let me ask Bill Gates. Yeah, I'm getting used to. I feel like a lot of these people that have done this, even if they get away from it legally, they're not prosecuted. People have seen this stuff, and it's going to affect their businesses. It's going to affect people boycotting them. People are going to want nothing to do with them. People are going to snub them. I think they're going to get hurt even if they don't go to trial.
You know what hurts is what a big layout it is, and a lot of this is from Israel. I'm telling you. A lot of this, I know even Franklin, what was his name? Benjamin Franklin?
Yeah.
Remember in Europe, they had that cave where they did weird stuff with young children? This has been going on for a while.
Forever. Yeah, just because Epstein's gone, it didn't stop. I think it's still going on.
Yeah.
Did
we touch on the question on screen? What will happen to Steve Bannon?
I was just getting ready to. It says, what will happen to Steve Bannon, if anything? I'd love to see him locked up so we never have to see or hear from him again. So
and he's over there making comments like anybody's going to listen to him. People are like, ew.
Yeah. I like that.
Dirty man.
I've often said, and I think Linda, you predicted it, and Deanne, you too, that Steve Bannon, I see behind bars again.
I do too.
And it's going to be where, he can't be pardoned so quickly, futuristically.
Yeah.
Well, he said if the midterms turn to what they think it's going to turn, he's going to jail, and so is Trump.
He said that. He did. He said, he goes, yeah, we have to win or else we're all going to jail. Well, an innocent person doesn't say that. No. So you would think his people would wake up, and I think more and more of them are waking up, don't you? Yeah. Because they're seeing what they don't like what they're seeing. They may have wanted some sort of immigrant, but not what they're seeing or how they're seeing.
I have a question.
Yeah.
In federal jail, do the orange uniforms match the color of Trump's hair? I'm just curious.
Well, yeah, he would match his face in his uniform.
Him and Bannon across the aisle from each other in jail. Could you just see that?
Oh, I would love that. But and I don't want anything. I don't want anything. I don't want him to pass. I want to see him. I want to see him in jail. I want to see him paying for his crimes. But I just get a feeling that he's not. A lot of people think he's going to flee. Are you feeling that at all?
I do see fleeing is that Tulsi Gabbard.
Oh, Tulsi? Yeah.
Yeah, but they'll get her. I just heard they'll get her. She'll flee, but they'll get her.
Yeah.
Nana, lovely. I just wanted to thank you. That was very sweet of you. Very kind. Thank you. And said, Tulsi, be accountable. Yeah. She said something about her fleeing too. And so how about TikTok? Do you guys ever watch TikTok? They're now, I've heard, it got bought by the government, and they're now banning the name of Epstein, any anti-Trump stuff, anti-ICE content. Seems like a lot of left-leaning creators are getting rid of TikTok or getting off of there because they can't get subscribers. They're taking down their channels. Do you guys what do you see for the future of TikTok?
Nothing burger.
It's
going to fade out.
It'll go. Remember, there was one before Facebook took over. It was called MySpace. And everybody was doing MySpace, and it just kind of fizzled.
Yeah, that's what I see with TikTok.
That's what I see.
Is MySpace gone, by the way?
I don't know.
I remember that. That's the first thing my daughter taught me how to use.
And yeah. I tell you something else that's going to fizzle is X, and Trump's Truth Social will go down.
Yeah, that's all going down.
It should just be Lies Social. It's got the wrong name. I have Butterflies Are Free asks, how long will it take for us to be respected as a country again?
Oh God, it's going to take several years.
I
Do you
think
think
before
we'll be
any
alive to see it?
are going to want to do business with us or sign any contracts or treaties, they're going to want to make sure that they see.
And listen, China is taking all the advantage they can take. Come on down to China. Canada is making agreements with China. China is just growing.
I think a lot of the countries in Europe and over the world that did do business with us, they're going to say, wait a minute, before we have any kind of dealings with the U.S., we want to see legislation passed to prevent these sort of tariffs and this sort of bullying in a president to prevent that from happening again.
You're right. We're going to change a lot of the.
There's a
we're
lot
going to add to the Constitution, but also got to have something that if a alleged president refuses to follow the Constitution, that we can take him out. We could take him out now, but it's that Republicans that are sitting there, hail Trump.
Oh, bingo. Because but those same Republicans that are doing that, they're going to lose their constituents. Their constituents aren't going to put them back in office.
No.
Do you guys feel Gavin Newsom is going to be president, or possibly? And then if he is,
felt that he would be the one. Yeah.
I hope he puts Buttigieg as vice president. I see Buttigieg in a high level position again.
It's either Buttigieg or it's going to be Kelly.
yeah.
I see Kelly Keith in Louisville. We say Louisville. That's my hometown. I'm from Louisville because I say Louisville. So there you go.
I know, you can tell by the way you say it. So let's see. Sabine Magpie wants to know, do you guys think Florida will have a blue governor next election?
I do.
I see Florida going purple.
I'm getting yes. I'm getting people are tired of him. People are tired of all the, what prices will go down. Remember what he said on day one, all the promises that have not been kept. I think so too. And Nan Lovely, thank you so much. Did Merrick Garland investigate anything related to Epstein? Sharon Donnelly wants to know. You guys feel?
I don't. If he did, I don't know about it. I don't see it.
I'm not feeling it at all. Or he just looked over it. He didn't. Maybe he thought it was going to be too much.
Hi, Kathleen.
I'm getting no.
Hi, Kathleen from Edmonton, Kentucky. We got a lot of people watching from Kentucky.
Oh, we do?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Well, Florida. Okay, we asked if Florida will have a blue governor. Butterflies Are Free asked, is the U.S. in danger from all these countries that it is harassing?
No.
I think they know.
We're lucky, but no.
Other than they're standing up to the bully.
But see, they know that we hate them. That's the one thing I've seen other countries write and say, we're so sorry you guys are stuck. Because they know nobody likes them. They know they're killing United States citizens.
They do. Oh,
a lot of countries are banding together and saying when Trump threatens tariffs, they're saying, okay, bring them on. We're not afraid of you, because what we're doing is we're forming contracts over here where we don't care about your tariffs, because we're working with different countries, like Linda said, China. We're working with other places. So Donald, your tariffs don't mean squat.
Yeah,
that's what they're doing. And Trump is hopping mad behind the scenes because he's figuring that his bullying is not working. I see a David coming along, and what the story of David and Goliath.
Yes.
So, Trump thinks he's Goliath, but guess what? Those rocks hitting ain't pretty.
Well, Linda Findlay says that Trump's family is in big trouble. Do you guys feel that too?
Oh, down the road, yeah, when stuff, because they all took money that they illegally took.
I see that plane being confiscated by the government, that one that Cater gave him. That money that he stole from Venezuela and is in a Cater bank, I see them freezing that money. I see all kinds of forensics audits going on just to see what kind of money that was taken under the table.
Yeah.
And even once Trump is gone, it doesn't matter because I see the government freezing a lot of his assets and saying, wait a minute, these are ill-gotten. This you cannot do. So
Wow.
Yeah, Antoinette's granddaughter says Buttigieg would make a great Secretary of State.
Buttigieg was excellent. When I see him on Fox, he doesn't let them talk over him. He just slays them with the facts. He doesn't get mad. He just fact.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this, you guys.
That's one thing they don't like. They don't like fact.
Look at this, you guys. It said, Bunny Schuberg said, I've also heard, I don't know if this is true, you guys, but
they're nominated. The city of Minneapolis has been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize.
So can you imagine Orange One's reaction if they get it?
Well, considering Trump has been banned from the whole Nobel thing. Oh, my Kentucky accent's coming back, y'all, from the whole Nobel thing. I see them winning. I do.
Whoa, that's great.
Oh, Trump will be like, it doesn't matter. It was rigged. They didn't give it to me. Look at what they did. It's a conspiracy. It's the Dems. The Dems paid them off to do it. I can hear it now.
Oh yeah, Hillary's still getting blamed for stuff that, she's never been president, and they're still blaming Hillary and Obama.
I wonder when he's going to try to arrest Obama and Biden. We'll see what happens with that, right?
Yeah.
I was curious about the Super Bowl. Bad Bunny's going to play at that, and at the Grammys, he said such a lovely thing about we need more love.
Grammys, but I heard it was good.
We're not savages. We're not animals. We're people. We're human beings. And
he's an American citizen. He's Puerto Rican.
Yeah, but they don't treat them. I doubt if he even knew that before. And they're sending ICE over to Puerto Rico now. I don't know if they're there already, but they're sending them. So I wondered if that was due to Bad Bunny. And if you guys feel there'll be any arrests at the Super Bowl.
No.
No.
Well, they'll try to send ICE.
No ICE around.
They'll try to send ICE, but I think, where's the Super Bowl going to be held?
No, they've already said, the city of San Francisco said ICE will not be here.
That's my point. I was just going to say, if the governor has to, he would pull out the National Guard to make a big circle around to make sure that ICE couldn't.
There'll be a lot of, coverage, but I don't see ICE there. I never had seen ICE there.
I think it's just fear tactics and stuff. And he was so mad about him. Somebody on Fox said, well, we should have an American at the Super Bowl. And she says, well, he is an American, he's from Puerto Rico. And they don't get that. She looked so confused.
You know what's going to happen is once Cheetolini is gone and once the Maybelline Queen is gone and the whole MAGA thing, this is the beginning of the end for Fox as well, Fox News as well.
Oh, I can't wait till Murdoch kicks the bucket.
They're going to go down the tubes, no pun intended. To Trump, Puerto Ricans really, and no insult to the people in Puerto Rico, they're wonderful people. But isn't it sad that he doesn't even see Puerto Rico or Puerto Ricans as American citizens?
Yeah.
He was ready to say, I'll trade Puerto Rico for Greenland. You don't do that.
Yeah, and didn't he promise to give Greenlanders like $100,000 a piece while his people are going without health care and food? And, it's just craziness. And they don't want to do it.
Well, they're not going to do it. And he would renege on that too.
I feel like I'm a Puerto Rican. You ever seen that little cartoon? I feel like I'm a Puerto Rican.
I feel like I'm Mexican. My Spanish teacher said I can be. Said a Mexican can be born anywhere they want. He said, I love Mexico and I love the language.
Speaking of that, hi, Emmanuel.
Yes, hi, Emmanuel, best Spanish teacher in the world.
Together, and he is the most incredible teacher. He's got the patience of a saint. To put up with me, he'd have to.
Me too. We're having a lot of fun though learning. He
really is.
Chris said that that the ICE agents are complaining they haven't gotten paid in like 2 to 4 months. Let me tell you.
Oh, really?
Let me tell you, those injections and what do you call those things that you attach to your hair?
Oh, extensions?
Yeah, those plump lips and those extensions don't pay for themselves.
No. And all this money they're saying that they'll give them a $50,000 bonus. You have to be there so long. I think they give
It's
you a
not
certain.
going to happen.
They're not going to get it. And then the money that they did get, they said they better keep it in their bank account because they're going to have to be paying lawyer fees for all the things because people see what they're doing. And there has been AI that can identify their face. The ones who unalived Alex and Renee, their faces are known now. They have got pictures of them.
It's going to come out for real that these ICE agents have been paid bounties for the amount of people that they just round.
Yeah, they've been doing that. Yeah.
Well, and that's illegal.
Yeah.
And, it's going to come out about how much that some of these people were paid just to, and there's going to be whistleblowers from within ICE, and they'll do it to save their own butts. That's going to say, yeah, they told us it was like we were paid X amount for each person that we detained and arrested.
Wow.
Oh,
I think they have been told that. I think I heard them saying that. I know it's hard, but just think, the money.
But there will be definite proof.
Somebody just said the Democrats in Oklahoma have been calling, asking like if she wants to join to be run for office. I just got a thing from the Democrats. Would you run for local office in your vicinity? Would you consider?
I'll vote for you, Linda. I'll vote.
Who asked? I'm sorry, I missed that. Who did what? I couldn't hear it.
My Democratic people here in California are asking me what I consider running for office.
Ooh, I'd vote for you.
That's what I said. I'd vote.
I can't run because I do the psychic stuff. It wouldn't be right. People would be really angry about that.
Yeah, but I could see you doing a good job at it. I mean, like I said, I'd vote for you. I'd vote for you for president over what we have for 100 times over. And
did you see me up there? Why are you running, Linda? Because my psycho says so. Now, Biash, ask me another question.
Do you, Sheila, wanted be critical thinker? What about the manipulation of the stock market and the metal markets? Will that be investigated?
Yeah, that's going to be brought to light. And by the way, the stock market went down again. The Dow Jones stayed up a little bit, but Tesla's losing TikTok.
I see legislation being passed to where, like, it's okay for senators and members of the House and things like that to invest in stocks, and they have the insider trading. They know so for them, it's not illegal. For us, it is. I see legislation passed to say they cannot do that. They can't influence the market anymore. And also the whole thing with crypto, like when Trump put that the Trump crypto coin out there and made billions on it. I see the legislation passed to say that.
Oh, they're going to take all that money in from Jared too.
Right. To say you can't do that. And I also see in this country, what they're going to say is if anybody wants to deal with crypto, that this country would regulate it, or it has to be regulated. If not, then they won't let them trade it in the United States. That's what
if you guys voted for me, I would have Taco Tuesday every Taco Tuesday.
Yay!
No way. I want Taco Thursday. Oh, come on.
We could have tacos and you could join our Spanish
I could say Linda Grindel's prejudice because she likes Tuesday better than Thursday.
Oh my God, the time flew by.
I know. Well, I had a bazillion questions, but I mean, we got to a lot of them. So
we sure did. I got a big show coming up in a few minutes. So
I'll get to see you live then.
Good to see you. Stay on and keep answering questions.
Huh? Do you want to keep on for a little bit and answer a few more questions?
Linda, I've got to say one thing about Linda Grindle.
It's
not very nice. No. Linda is absolutely one of the nicest people and best psychics I've ever worked with. She encouraged me to do my YouTube show. Without her, I wouldn't have had this thing behind me. I just owe her so much. And
you don't owe me nothing, but a few bucks would help.
I'll put it in the mail right away. And she has helped so many people to get started in this community. And I just, for one, am honored and grateful and thankful to have Linda, I say, as family, because you really are.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
and I before you go, Linda, I do just behind that, I wanted to say I watched Linda for a couple years, and before I even started doing tarot. When I started my channel and had no idea how to use a computer, how to use StreamYard, how to do any of this, I was brave enough or crazy enough to email her, and she's like one of the biggest readers, and I'm like, I know there's not a snowball's chance in hell, but my name is Deanne and I'm starting a YouTube channel. Would you come on with me? I would love to read with you. And she goes, okay. I was like, okay. And you have been so good about helping us readers that are starting out, that are just trying to get our feet in the door to learn or to learn.
I love helping out. Thank you, Susan. We just got a $50.
Oh, Susan, thank you so much.
Funny story about Linda real quick. I know you got to go, Linda, but a friend of mine out in California kept telling me
It
about
doesn't matter. I already crapped my pants.
A friend of mine kept telling me about Linda Grindle. So I finally called her and she says, I've sent you so many emails. I'm like, I'm sorry, I just don't read emails. And the first thing out of her mouth was, what do you think about Donald Trump? And I said, do you swear? And she kind of laughed. I said, you mean the Cheeto head, blah, 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 blah. So we talked and she said, I'll read you and you read me. I go, can we do this on FaceTime? And she goes, I've got my hair in curlers. No. I said, well, at least you've got hair.
He had a friend who wrote me. I don't know if I've heard from that guy again.
Gunner.
You've got to connect with Mel. You've got to, I think you'll like him. You've got to connect with Mel. So I tried a couple of times, but he never got. So he'd write me again. Why haven't you connected with Mel? I said, I wrote him. He didn't answer me. He said, try again. So I said, bitch. And then I got his attention.
You cracked me up when you were talking about the astrology, Uranus. What was it you told Andre? Uranus?
And Andre doesn't get laugh out loud. But he did that day when I said something about Uranus is retrograde Gatorade.
Yeah. And I laughed too because I'm like, I know nothing either. When they say, oh, we have a new moon, we have the moon is in this. I'm like,
we have a new moon in Uranus.
What is that? That sounds bad. Sounds really bad.
Well, thank you guys.
I know you guys
have a good time. I'll be back on at 4 to give away 2 free 30-minute readings.
Oh, okay. I'll be on there.
Y'all show up.
Okay. And I'll come on and I finally get to see you live. I love you. Thank you. Te amo mucho, mi amiga.
Deanne, can you hold the fort for just a second?
Yeah.
Somebody's knocking on the door and I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm going to look and see who's out here and talk to you guys. You know what, you guys? We had started off, we were going to do this taped. And then the reason it said 6 is we were going to do it taped and then we were going to put it out at 6 p.m. And then I don't know what we did. We hit live. So, but, that's okay. I get to see you guys. So sometimes it's hard, like when you're reading and then the chat twos, but thank you all for being here. And oh yeah, you said Water Lily, she's going to be giving away 2 free readings. Love and Light. Let's see. Lucid. Lori Stone. Hi. Who else we got here? Lisa Foster. And Any Baby. Let's see. Late to the Live. I'm behind the Canva. Love and Light, we got this. And the e-files are horrific. Yes, Dr. Surfer Chick, they are horrific. And what'd you say, January 2025, Joe Bear? You were looking for answers and searching online and found nothing. And then you went to YouTube and you and Linda G were the first person I saw. Thank you so much. I am so glad. I feel better when I'm around you guys too. I think, I'm a blue, they say Illinois is blue, but I am in a red area and everybody I know is red, even now. And it is really hard. And so it helps having you guys, we all get through this together. I don't know if any of you guys are like a blue dot in a red area. I was telling them, Mel, it says Illinois is supposed to be a blue state, but where I live, I don't know anybody blue.
That's because you're downstate. Yeah, certain areas downstate. But, I just want to say really quickly, you guys have got to try Deanne's Manifest oils. She sent me a bunch of them, and she sent me for abundance, prosperity. Whenever I feel a little down or I'm feeling whatever, I just put it on each wrist like this, and I want to tell you, they work. So if you're interested, Manifest Shop USA, infomercial done.
Yeah, I'll show you real quick, you guys, just so you can see. If you decide to go, just go to manifestshop.net. It's actually, the name of it is Manifest Shop USA. And I make oils for you that are custom if you don't know which one you want to pick. And if you click on any of these, or you go up here to shop all, it'll show you all the different ones. And what I'm low on some of them. I got to restock. So I appreciate you supporting the business, all of you guys who have. I started using these for myself because I loved having my crystals and my oils together. I make them coordinated, and I use oils with herbs and resins that are good for prosperity or good for protection or good. And before we did this show, Mel, I was a little nervous because I haven't done a show with you guys in a while. I told my husband, I got to go run down and put some oils on me. He's laughing, but hey. By
the way, Ness, I see Ness in the house. Hi, Ness. She's a wonderful astrologer. Maybe we can talk her into doing a live show with us again. So how's that?
That'd be nice.
Okay.
I wanted to know, Mel, what did you think about the protesting? I know they're trying to, and we won't be on but just a few more minutes, but I know they're trying to scare the protesters, like you are domestic terrorists. You blow a whistle, you're a domestic terrorist. Do you see fear cutting down the protesters, or do you see?
That's exactly what happened in Minneapolis, and it's unfortunate that innocent people died. I think that Renee Good and Alex Pretty are the battle cry, and that it was tragic. Their murders were tragic, but justice will be done. And I think rather than make people afraid, it pulled people together to say, wait a minute, we will not allow Trump's military, Gestapo, ICE to do this to us. And when Governor Walz called in the National Guard, and the National Guard had on the vest and was letting people know they're going to be safe, and they were handing out coffee and donuts to the people that were out there exercising their constitutional right to peaceful protest or peaceful assembly. So my hats go off to those National Guards people. To the ICE people, this is what I give to you. So some people are fearful, of course. I think we all get fearful. Yeah. But it's when I had cancer, and I keep telling this story a million times, you all have heard it a million times, I was petrified with fear. And I said to Spirit, what do I do? And the answer came back, don't let the fear stand in front of you and hold you back. Let it get behind you and push you forward.
Yes.
So when we get fearful, let's take that lemon and make lemonade, and let it be a force to push us forward. Yes, people are afraid, but ICE intimidation is not working. People are speaking up. And, when they called Alex Pretty and Renee Good domestic terrorists, and Trump, she's a member of some crazy organization, left wing, blah, 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 she's a lesbian or whatever. Who cares?
Right.
They didn't have the right to murder her. She didn't do anything wrong. So people, it just shows with all the support for Alex Pretty and Renee Good that the majority of us Americans, we care about each other, and we will not let some wannabe totalitarian banana republic goof, Trump, okay?
Yes.
Use his paramilitary organization, ICE, to go against us or to cause us to live in fear. So they're not going to tell you.
I agree. I had, there was people in Minneapolis, I think that's Minneapolis, that said that they did not want to come out they did not want to come out. They wanted to stay safe in their house. But after they saw what happened to Alex and Renee, they said, I can no longer, try to think I'm keeping safe by staying in my house. I have to get out there. And more people have saw that, and it made them more angry. And it's like, no, more people are coming out. They're going to have, so all you guys know, March 28th, they're going to have another No Kings protest. And
people will be out in mass. I'm
going to be there. I'm going to be there. If they have it anywhere near where I can get to, my husband and I, we both have problems with our legs, and I brought a walker with us. We took turns sitting down, but we stood out there with our signs, and I said, I had milk in my backpack in case I got sprayed. I had my lawyer's card with me in case I got arrested, because I've never protested before, Mel, but I didn't know what was going to happen. But I thought, you know what? I don't care if I have to crawl there. I'm getting there. And I think there's going to be a lot of people like that. And if you guys, for March 28th, I don't know if they have the dates and places yet, but keep your eye open. And if you have a protest in your area, get out there. The more, the better. Bring friends, bring whoever you can bring. I want to know, what kind of collective lesson do you think people are being asked to learn in this political movement?
Number one, who was it that said, was it Roosevelt or Trump? We have nothing to fear but fear itself. That's number one. Number two, let's never be apathetic about voting again. We need to get out and vote. And number three, that not to let anything or anybody rob us of our energy and our power as a democracy.
Yes.
Our democracy is in danger.
And we're all human.
But it will survive.
Yes.
It will survive. So they want us to give up. Mm-hmm. And the idea is that let what's going on pull us together to stand up to say, we will not tolerate injustice. We will not tolerate bigotry.
Yes.
We will not tolerate prejudice. And we will not tolerate a government that persecutes us or threatens us because we're exercising our rights under the Constitution.
Absolutely.
That will make us stand strong. That's what we have to remember.
Yeah. And I think it's going to make us realize to appreciate our freedoms more. Like you said, appreciate, you take for granted being able to vote. A lot of people do. The people that sat out and didn't vote this time, seen what became of that. And I think a lot of them are going to get out there and vote now. And racism is expensive. You see what it's cost us. We're all human beings, and we just all need to love each other and care about each other. And I think that this is opening our eyes. They talk about this and that being woke, but it's better than being asleep.
Thank you. Can I just share this, Deanne?
Yeah, share anything.
Chuck Hepner says, Fox and Rush Limbaugh raised ignorance to ideology and stupefied an entire party. No more roguish, rowdy brand of predators ever did more to demean the democracy on whose carcass they fed. Bill Moyers. That's true.
Yes, I agree.
But here's the deal. What in this country allowed Rush Limbaugh and people like Fox to get by with that?
Yeah, that was my next question. What do you think this era is going to be remembered for in history?
The era where we almost lost our democracy. The era of, it's going to go down as dark or darker as the McCarthy era. Like how they persecuted people and what the government did to people because McCarthy said they were communists. Until some brave people spoke up and said, have you no shame, sir? Remember, see the movie. I think it'll go down as one of the darkest spots in American history. But it's about what did we learn from it? my feeling is the people that died protecting our democracy, like Renee Good or like Alex Pretty, I see them given the Presidential Medal of Freedom once Trump is out of office. So I think it'll go down as that era that ultimately calls a lot of legislation to be passed that will prevent rogue presidents from ever getting elected and pulling this kind of crap again.
I think so too. I think this is going to be a big history lesson, a big learning lesson that people are going to look back on and they'll say never again.
You know,
Never
I was wrong about something. During his first presidency, I thought that America had gone through a dark night of the soul, which we did, and I thought it was over. Well, unfortunately, we're even in another darker night of the soul. But I see a lot more people protesting en masse around ICE facilities. I see ICE being defunded. I see people saying to their politicians, "You need to do something, because if you're not, we will." I mean, just it shows how the majority of us will band together. And my guides assure me that there will be an end to this American apartheid a lot sooner than later. So,
well, and the last question, it's the last question I'm going to ask. Is there anything that you feel in this time that people need to prepare emotionally for?
I think what happens is Trump and his cohorts, like any other cult leader, causes people to respond emotionally out of fear and anger by blaming this group. Look at what this group is doing to you. It's their fault. They broke everything, and I'm going to fix it. And so people suspended their critical thinking, and they just go on emotion. I see common sense coming back to America. I see people getting their critical thinking skills back and thinking, wait, we're not falling for everything, the propaganda that the regime is pushing down our throats. So I'm sorry, what was the question?
Well, I was wondering what you thought we should prepare emotionally for, because a lot of people they're scared, they're worried, they're doom scrolling on the YouTube because every day is a new thing. What emotionally can they do right
Here's
now?
the deal. We have to tell ourselves, do we want to be motivated out of fear, or will we be proactive in helping to save our democracy? And I think we need to be proactive rather than reactive.
Yes.
And that's how you prepare for it. People say, what can I do? Write your congressperson, your senators. Well, it won't do any good. Well, keep it up, because that changes the vibration. Look at what happened when these people in Minneapolis stood up to ICE.
Yes.
Now,
they backed off.
Well, kind of.
Not totally, but
only withdrawing 700 people,
still.
700 ICE agents. That's optics. But it sent the message to Trump. And notice what Trump did with Bovino all of a sudden. Well, he's just going to ride it out till retirement. So our voices do count. We do matter. And so when you start getting hung up in that fear that we can't do anything, blah, 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 look at what happened in Minneapolis. And it'll happen in other cities. We will stand strong. Period. That's how we prepare. That's how we do it.
And just think of how many people watched that in Minneapolis and thought, these are just, they're not terrorists. They're moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas. And we're the ones who make the casseroles here in the Midwest. We're the ones who are neighborly. They got to see that, and they got to see people standing up. They're not going to buy their terrorists anymore.
And it was Democrats and Republicans standing up together.
Yes, and it's going to be more.
Democrats. It was Democrats and Republicans holding hands, saying, "We will not tolerate this," because that could have been one of us.
Yes, it could, and it's not left versus right. black versus white versus this color, that color. It's like, we're Americans. We're all Americans, and it's good versus evil right now, and good will prevail.
The polarization will stop. And I love what you said. It's not, us versus, well, it's not Democrats versus Republicans. It is us versus the evil Trump regime.
Exactly.
And,
we won't lose our rights.
This polarization, Trump wants the chaos. He wants the polarization, but it's not going to work. Because,
well, I tell you, I thank you so much for coming on, Mel. You are like you and Linda. I am so honored to have you guys come on. And I was having trouble with my computer before this, so I was panicking. So I'm so happy it worked out. Is there anything you want to say? Or is there? I know you were talking that you're using this product you've been talking about. If you want anything you want to talk about or tell your readings, your email before we go?
Well, Andro Niki products are great. It's Andro, Andro-Niki, Niki. Check it out. They're amazing, especially in this cold weather. And if you're interested in my trips, I've got 2 openings for the Danube, but if you're going to book it, you got to do it within the next week. I've got openings for Iceland, and my Galapagos trip is sold out, but if you're interested, we can wait list you. And so I'm sure we'll get some, there's usually people that cancel. So not from my group, I don't think, but there's other groups on the boat, but I think some of those will cancel. So yeah. And then next year, I'm just fishing for ideas. Next year, I'm thinking of maybe doing a trip to South Africa and a cruise on the Mekong River in Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia. So I'll figure it out. But
that sounds fun.
Yeah, I love my groups. They're just so much fun and wonderful people. So, and what's coming up for you, Deanne?
Well, I'll just give you one more time my business name, Manifest Shop USA. It's up there, on the top, you can see it. The name of the company is Manifest Shop USA. The link is manifestshop.net. But if you type Manifest Shop USA, you can get it, and it's also in the description box. I have Mel's links in the description box. Linda's in the description box down there if you want to look. I have my phone number down there. If you want to call me, if you have questions, if you want to book a reading, you just let me know, and I can let you know if you have oils and you're like, I don't know what to pick and this is what I need. Just text me. We'll talk. I'll work it out for you. I'm going to be on with Celtic Tarot Sheila tomorrow at 6. So, and
she's wonderful.
Yeah, she is. And I'm going to start, I know I've been kind of away for a little bit because my husband had some things, medical things we were dealing with, but I'm back and I'm going to be back a little bit more and doing more shows. So I'm so happy I got to have you on. So everybody, thank you so much. And Mel, thank you so much.
My guides are telling me that you need to get back to doing your YouTube again. And I'm glad you're back. We've missed you. You're a delight, absolute delight, and a very talented psychic. So I would suggest everybody getting a reading from Deanne. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and Deanne, thanks for giving me this opportunity to be with you again. And I'm sure we've got to say once again hello to Emmanuel and Tabasco, Mexico.
Hi, our favorite teachers.
So if you're interested in signing up for a Spanish class, let us know, and we can email you the information on how to do it. And we're not soliciting Emmanuel's classes because they're full.
Yeah, we're just in his class, and we love it.
I look forward to it. So.
Yeah, I'm going to Mexico next. I'm saving to go to Mexico next winter, and Emmanuel and Mel might come too. And we're going to meet Emmanuel there and have some fun. So,
and by the way, I have to talk about Gettysburg. It's selling out really fast. I know you hear me saying that all the time, but if you're interested in coming on our haunted history of Gettysburg, Kevin Chandler and myself, you can call my office 847-590-5411, and we can sign you up for that. That's going to be June 18th through the 21st of this year. So
that sounds fun. I'm interested in any kind of haunted things. I love mystery. And
it's incredible. Well,
all right. Well, we're gonna go log out for now, and you all have a really nice day, and we'll see you soon. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye, Mel. Go ahead and shut this off.